All right, here we go. 15 minutes of seated yoga. We'll start in our seat. We'll stay in our seat. If you're comfortable, you could close your eyes. If not, just take your gaze down. Feel the ground or your chair beneath your feet. Notice where your body is touching the rest of your chair, your bottom, perhaps your back. And as you root down through your feet, imagine growing taller through the crown of your head. And just check in and see how your body feels today. I encourage you to be kind. If something is bothering you, we'll acknowledge it, and then we'll move on. Just a few more moments checking in and see how your body feels. And now I'd like you to switch your attention to your breathing. Just notice your breath in and out. No need to change it at all. And maybe each time you breathe out, you let your body soften somewhere. It could be your hips, your abdomen, your chest, shoulders are heavy. Maybe you soften your jaw by separating your teeth. And then see what you can do to soften the muscles of your face. And let's all take a nice breath in and let that breath go. You could slowly lift your gaze or slowly begin to open your eyes. All right, let's start with some seated forward folds and some little mini back bends. Next time you breathe in, lift your arms up, and as you breathe out, fold forward. You can always hold on to your chair. Take a breath in, but just lift up halfway. And let's pause and breathe here. I'd like you to think about a nice long neck, so your gaze is forward and down. And your shoulder blades, those bones on the backs of your ribs, they're drawing towards one another. Breathe in here. Breathe out, sit up tall. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, bring your hands and allow them to rest at heart center. Do that a couple more times. Next time you breathe in, reach up high. As you breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in and rise up halfway. Breathe out. Sit up tall, breathe in and reach. Breathe out, hands to heart center. One more time, really reach up. Maybe you arch your back a little bit. Breathe out and fold forward. Lifting up halfway on the breath in. Breathe out, sit up, breathe in and reach. Breathe out, hands to heart center. All right, let's do a little side body flow here. You can place one hand on your thigh or on your chair. Other hand lifts up as you breathe in. Breathe out and tilt. Breathe in and reach. Breathe out, lower that hand. Opposite side, inhale. Reach. Exhale. And you lower. One more time. And lower. We'll add a little twisting here. You could take out cactus arms if you'd like, or leave your arms down. I'll leave that up to you. We want to think about the movement coming from mostly the rib cage, but your pelvis should come along, your hips should come along for the ride a little bit. So with cactus arms, it would look a little bit like this. One more time to each side. and come back. All right, we took our spine forward, we took our spine into a back bend, we twisted, and we took it side to side. Those are most of the movements of the spine. Some will suggest that growing tall through the crown of your head is that one more movement. So you can always add that throughout your yoga practice or throughout your day. All right, next what we're gonna do, we're gonna think about our shoulders some more. Just to keep some good mobility. What I want you to be able to do is for as long as possible to be able to reach up and grab something. Maybe it's a coffee mug, maybe it's a box of cereal, maybe it's just to point and say, oh, look at that beautiful bird, okay? So that's my intention here. So what we're gonna picture though is that we're in an apple orchard and we're going to be picking some apples. Now, if you don't like apples, go ahead and pick a peach orchard or whatever kind of orchard you'd like, as long as it involves picking fruit from up above. All right, here we go. We're gonna take one arm, we're gonna reach up, pick the fruit, and bring it down. And now we're gonna take it out to the side, and we're gonna drop it. Okay, let's do that again. Reach up, grab and pull down the fruit, take it out to the side, and drop it. Let's do the other arm. Reach up, pick, take it out and drop. Reach up and pick, take it out and drop. All right, we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna reach up and pick yet another. There's tons of fruit up here. We're not gonna run out. We're gonna pick a piece of fruit, bring it down. Instead of dropping it to the side, we're gonna bring it out in front of us and give it to a friend. Opposite arm, reach, grab, and present. Reach up, present, reach up, present. Well, look, there's a piece of fruit over there to the diagonal. I'm gonna reach that way and grab it, and I'm gonna throw it just for fun over there. We'll make applesauce with that one. We'll reach up, over to the side, pick it, throw it over there. Pick, toss, pick, and toss. All right, come to stillness. Go ahead and shake everything out. All right, let's move on down to our legs a little bit. So I want you to continue to have good leg strength. Even if you spend most of your time seated, it's good to keep all those muscles working a little bit. So we're gonna start with our glutes, the muscles of our bottom. I want you to sit there and just squeeze them and let them go. Do that a couple more times. Squeeze them, let them go. Last one, squeeze, let them go. All right, let's think about our thigh muscles, our quadriceps. I want you to actively squeeze one thigh. You might lift one foot off the ground to do that. Squeeze and let go. Do the other leg. Lift it up, squeeze and let go. Squeeze, let go. For some reason, I'm adding my hands. Squeeze and let go. All right, shake that out a little bit. Let's take a few circles. So this is good for mobility, and then it's also good for that mind-body connection. So I'd like you to start with one cactus arm, hello, and take some circles. Okay, come to stillness. Lift the matching leg slightly. Can you take some circles with that as well? Come to stillness, lower everything down. Opposite hand gives a nice wave, cactus arm, goalpost arm. Lift the matching leg. Take a few circles. Good. And then on this side, if you want to go ahead and take the circles the other direction, you can do that too. Lower everything down. Take your feet nice and wide. Plant those feet down. We're going to do a few cow-cats. So these are ways to move our spine forward and back, kind of like we did when we were doing it at the beginning of class. But this time we're going to add our hands, palms down on our thighs. We're going to slide the palms towards our body as we arch our backs. Maybe you lift your head if it feels okay. And then we're going to slide the palms away. Slide them towards you, arch your back. Slide them away and round. Last one. Slide up. Slide away. And come back up to a seat. You can bring your feet a little bit closer together. Let's do a little bit of ankle work here. I'd like you to take one foot, doesn't matter which one, out. Point your toes like a ballerina. Draw your toes towards you. Point again. I want you to pause and notice, what are you feeling here? You might be feeling a stretch on the top of your ankle. Maybe you're feeling something else. That's fine too. Draw the toes towards you. Keep your foot neutral, so we're not pointing or flexing. Can you try to just move your foot from side to side? It's not going to go very far, and your whole leg is going to want to come along for the ride, but see if you can keep your legs still and just go side to side. That's not easy. Come to a neutral foot and draw a few circles. Imagine that big toe is drawing the circles. Take the circles the opposite way. Lower down. Let's do the opposite leg. This leg could feel, and this foot could feel very much the same as the first one, or it might feel completely different. Both are fine. Okay, well, point and flex the toes towards us. Point and flex. Pause as you point. You might feel a stretch on the top of the ankle. You might be noticing something on the fascia that are on the bottom of your foot because they're in flexion right now. And then draw the toes towards you and pause. What do you feel here? Now we're stretching the bottoms of our feet. You might also feel something in your calf muscles. Point and flex. Come back to a regular foot and think about perhaps turning your foot from side to side. Not a movement we typically take, so this might be a challenge. Come to a neutral foot and draw a few circles. And take the circles the opposite way. And lower down. All right, I've got one more kind of brain body exercise to do here. Your feet will probably go along for the ride pretty easily. Take one foot. We're going to point and flex, point and flex. Take that matching hand, point and flex, point and flex. All right, opposite leg. Point and flex, point and flex. Take that same hand. Fingers go away, fingers come towards you. Fingers go away as toes go away, fingers come towards you. All right, let's add on if you want to. You don't have to. Let's take one foot out and point. Let's take the same hand out, but draw the fingers towards you. And then do the opposite. Now I'm drawing my toes towards me, sending my fingers away. Looks easy. Maybe for you it is easy. For me, I have to think about this. All right, lower down. Let's try the other side. We'll point those toes, but we'll keep the fingers pointing towards us. Now we'll send the fingers away and bring the toes towards us. So we do that a couple more times. Two. Okay, lower down. We are ready for what is most people's favorite part of a yoga class, and that is the resting period. I encourage you just to take up space. If you're able to just lounge back in your seat, go right ahead, whatever is comfortable for you. You might want to close your eyes. Maybe you just look down just to kind of let the rest of the world kind of fade away. And just take a few breaths. Exhale completely. Then as a class, let's all breathe in and let that breath go. Start to blink your eyes open or lift your gaze. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.